Hi and welcome. Today we're talking about the local market, talking about the Iron County area market based on what we're seeing in housing. I'm going to focus in on the active price points and the inventory percentages because I feel like it's important for you to understand the certainty of where the market's going. As we look at interest rates, as we look at inflation, as we look at what's happening around us, it's important that we have an understanding and we have certainty built in around why we're seeing what we're seeing in the housing market. So let's talk about the pricing breakdowns. So these are the categories: homes that can be purchased between $200,000 and $250,000, $250,000 and $299,000, $300,000 and $399,000, $400,000 and $499,000, and then everything that's over $500,000. Now, historically, this has been more of a luxury level in our marketplace based on incomes. This changed when rates were super low and there was a lot of migration of new dollars, meaning people were moving here or people were rolling new equity from homes they already owned into other properties and prices increased. Here's what's fascinating. This is year to date. So year-to-date 2022, looking at over or under year-to-date 2021. So pandemic year, coming out of that, and then as we have interest rates increasing and a normalization in the housing market, this is what we're seeing. So we're down by 61% in this price point. There's just that much less inventory in 2022 than there was in 2021. 60%, 2/3 of our inventory doesn't exist in this price point. Here we're at 40%, right at 39%, and that's a decrease year over year, meaning there was 40% more inventory in 2021 in this price point than there has been in 2022. 8% here, so you can see the trend that we're going through, okay? So the trend is we're seeing a shift. We're seeing the higher end take longer to sell. We're seeing the lower end, it's still a frenzy if it's priced here, because there's more buyers at 2/3 more than what there is in inventory. So we have 8%. This is more of a median. This right here, the top of this, the bottom of this would be median for our marketplace. That would just be the median price point of homes based on income. So you have 8% more this year than last year, year to date. Between $400,000 and $499,000, you have 69%, so 70%, let's call it, more inventory than we had a year ago in this price point. And when we go over 500, we're at 78%. So 8 out of every 10 that in 2021 would have been selling. Now, if we look at interest rates and we look at the upward pressure, this would be pretty self-explanatory as to why the inventory was taking longer to sell, because we've sidelined buyers. So if your home is in this these price ranges that are positive, then you have to have the right strategy for marketing. We have to be priced correctly for where the market is, and we need to be looking at the number of buyers that have moved in or out of our market in this segment as we move forward, looking at the local market. These two price points, if you're selling something here, plan on multiple offers, tons of showings, selling it super quick, it's gonna go fast. If you're selling above 500, and you have a pricing strategy of below the average, you probably beat the 78% and you sell quicker. So it really just becomes, what's the strategy behind the marketing? What's the certainty that you have in the market and the angle that you're trying to move and the mission you're trying to accomplish? We have to set the goals, we have to set the strategy, then we can set an executable plan so that we can still win here. There's still demand. It's just slower demand than here, because so many buyers have been sidelined based on interest rates. So if you have any questions about the local market, pricing, how to price, what the needs are, or if you just want to talk strategy that might be 5 years from now, might be a decade from now for you, let's have the conversation, because I want to make sure you can operate from a level of certainty and confidence and not be driven by fear of headlines. Thanks for being here. This is your local market update.